Welcome to the War Industry Muster, Locations 101. We've all heard of the U.S. military-industrial complex, but where exactly is the U.S. war industry located? Today's episode of War Industry Muster will briefly examine that question. We will focus on three main areas inside the United States where the U.S. war industry clusters. Keep in mind that this episode reviews just a few locations: Northeast Virginia, Huntsville, Alabama, and San Diego, California. So let's begin with one of the most militarized states in the nation, Virginia. Many of the most well-known war profiteers make their home in Northeast Virginia. Northrop Grumman's headquarters is in Falls Church. General Dynamics' headquarters is also in Falls Church. Lockheed Martin's headquarters is in Bethesda, Maryland, but it has facilities in Manassas, Virginia. Raytheon's headquarters is in Waltham, Massachusetts, but its Intelligence, Information, and Services branch is in Dulles, Virginia. This branch is very shady, and it works on a lot of cyber warfare, reconnaissance technology, and it provides the Department of Homeland Security with technology and computer software. Raytheon's IIS branch also works on over-the-horizon radar for the U.S. Navy. Raytheon also has a branch in Norfolk, Virginia, that works on, among other things, NATO's Sea Sparrow missile system, which is basically a short-range, anti-ship, anti-missile system. Boeing's civilian side headquarters is in Chicago, but Boeing's militant wing, which is known as Defense, Space, and Security, has its headquarters in Arlington, Virginia, and maintains offices in St. Louis. Dyncorp's headquarters is in McLean, Virginia. Dyncorp does it all. It provides aircraft maintenance to Afghanistan, Iraq, Egypt, Kuwait, and other U.S. Central Command allies. It maintains a chunk of the Pentagon's prepositioned war material in Kuwait, Oman, United Arab Emirates, Qatar, etc. Dyncorp also services the U.S. presence in the Philippines, in Cambodia, and in East Timor, among other places. Dyncorp is owned by Cerberus Capital, a New York City private equity firm. Keep that in mind. Lesser-known war industry corporations also have their headquarters in Virginia, close to the nation's capital. CACI has headquarters in Arlington, Virginia. SAIC has headquarters in McLean, Virginia, and offices in Tysons Corner, Virginia. Leidos, Leidos, has offices in Reston, Virginia. These last three corporations work on information technology and cyber warfare. Huntington Ingalls, a major shipbuilder, has headquarters in Newport News, Virginia. The second location I'd like to discuss is Huntsville, Alabama, USA. Huntsville is located in north-central Alabama. Every single major and minor war industry player has a presence in Huntsville, Alabama. Every single one. This is because of Redstone Arsenal, which is located on the outskirts of southwest Huntsville. Redstone is a giant garrison for many units. It's basically a sprawling complex for all sorts of missile and aerodynamics research and testing. It is home to Army Materiel Command, the Missile Defense Agency, and the Defense Intelligence Agency's Missile and Space Intelligence Center. I'd like to focus on the Missile Defense Agency, which was established in 2002. The key to its establishment and expansion was the Bush administration's 2002 withdrawal from the Anti-Ballistic Missile Treaty that had been in force with Moscow since 1972. With that out of the way, Missile Defense Agency and its industry partners play a key role in hyping so-called threats like Iran and North Korea, because without these threats, MDA would have little justification for existing. Ballistic missile defense schemes have cost the U.S. taxpayer billions. They are an enormous waste of money. Some of DoD's most exorbitant projects have been through Missile Defense Agency. The Airborne Laser, $5.3 billion. Kinetic Energy Interceptor, $1.7 billion. Multiple Kill Vehicle, $700 million. Sea-based X-band radar, at least $2.2 billion US dollars, all down the tubes. The final location I'd like to discuss today is San Diego, California, USA. San Diego has a huge U.S. naval presence. It is home port of the U.S. Pacific Fleet. General Atomics headquarters are in San Diego. Its main production plant for its drone operations are in Poway, California, a 30-minute drive north of the city. San Diego is a huge shipbuilding and maintenance hub. General Dynamics does some of its shipbuilding and maintenance there. BAE Systems of North America does ship repair there. BAE is one of the corporations underpinning the so-called special relationship between London and Washington, D.C. It's a beast. It's a very powerful corporation, as all of these businesses are. San Diego is also home to the Southwest Regional Maintenance Center, a large maintenance center servicing the U.S. Pacific Fleet. San Diego is home to Space and Naval Warfare Systems Center Pacific, aka SSC Pacific. SSC Pacific researches and develops anything and everything to do with computers, communications, surveillance, satellite, and space as they pertain to the U.S. Navy or Pentagon warfighting plans in the Pacific. In recent years, SSC Pacific has dominated the Navy's budgetary portion of the Pentagon's daily contracts. SSC Pacific is a great example of how the Pentagon brain drains the U.S. economy. Thousands of scientists and engineers work in SSC Pacific for what is ultimately warfighting purposes. Imagine what would happen if these minds spent their days contributing to medicine, cellular biology, perhaps environmental conservation, or even astronomy. So let's end there for today. I hope that this primer has been educational for you. Keep in mind that this is not comprehensive or exhaustive. Nearly every congressional district has a war industry presence, so the industry can stifle dissent, purchase loyalty through financing congressional campaigns, and mask their activities as beneficial, quote, jobs for the American people. This was merely an overview of some places where the U.S. war industry is clustered: Northeast Virginia, Huntsville, Alabama, and San Diego, California. Thank you for your time.
For just a small subscription fee, you can become a member of the Newsbud community and help keep this website running. Your subscription will provide you with full community access to exclusive content, including videos and articles from Newsbud's team of experts and analysts, as well as a members-only monthly newsletter from Newsbud's founder, Sibel Edmonds. Sign up today for full access at newsbud.com.